Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, suggestion, feedback, if you want me to give you my take on any topic, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr., on Instagram, on Threads, and on I am blanking out on Instagram, on Threads, and on X, my favorite one. You can certainly look for me by typing in at Back on Basics. So let's talk about, if you want to do something, then do it with heart. And what I mean by that is, if you really want to do something, then get to it. Get motivated. Balance your mind, body, emotions, and spiritual balance. Make sure that you're doing the right things, so that way it compounds the victories that you have. If you have a goal, then you know what? Break it up into different sections, smaller sections. Remember, they all compound in the end anyways. You're going after the same goal. You're going after the same thing that you want to do or you have to do. You're also doing a lot of different things. Like, for example, right? And in the shorts that I posted on Facebook, not Facebook, on actually here on YouTube, I talked about putting up the umbrellas. I put up 3 umbrellas yesterday. You know, it's been hot. I mean, thank goodness it hasn't been hot, but it's been hot. And so, you know, I put up the umbrellas. I usually do that every year right around this time because I want to make sure that the plants thrive. And every year we have different kind of plants and they thrive. Thank goodness. And so I do it with my whole heart and focus because I want to make sure that, you know, we have a beautiful garden outside. That, you know, the plants that are growing grow even more. I mean, for example, remember, I think when I came back, or even before coming back from the, before leaving for the cruise, I talked about the Eugenia tree that we have in our backyard, which started out as a sapling like this, and now it's feet over me. I mean, again, you know, I'm very meticulous, ladies and gentlemen. When I wake up, what I do is, and this is my suggestion. When I wake up, I start doing something physical. So I grab buckets of water. I grab and I go outside and I start watering the trees. I start watering the plants. And you know what that's to me? That focuses my mind. And so I keep on doing that. I either wash dishes or I clean something. And so after that, now that I'm here, right? Then I do something mental, and then now I have this symbiotic focus between my mind and my body, and that also gets me emotionally focused as well and balance. And again, what I do is I usually either chant or pray or do that in the morning. It also does that. So my spiritual balance can be set. And so it's, again, right? Do what you love. Do it with love. Do it with focus. Do it with balance. I mean, it's kind of like a clock. If you've seen those clocks that have many cogs, right? That one has to spin in order for the other ones to go. That's what your body's like. You have to get something going before you get another thing going and another thing going and another thing going. And then you have that momentum to do the things that you want to do and the things that you have to do. I mean, success doesn't come easy, but if you put into work, right? I put into work every morning. Sometimes I'm up early. I feed the cats. I go outside and water the plants, right? Put the umbrellas up. I mean, I make sure that everybody's okay. I make sure that, you know, that things happen the way that they should be. And so I put a lot of pride in doing the things that I want to do, doing the things that just bring me a lot of motivation, just bring me a lot of focus. And it actually focuses me. I mean, you know, it's amazing, right? That focus can come from a lot of different things. They can come from something, that interaction that happened. It can happen from, just balancing any of the four things that I always talk about, right? Mind, body, emotions, spiritual balance. It can happen from a conversation. It can happen from an interaction. It can happen from something that you completed. It can happen from a lot of things, like today. Besides the umbrellas. The umbrellas, if I'm happy to share with you that I put up umbrellas so that way all plants can have a chance to thrive during these hot summer months. Look into how enthusiastic I focus on that, because I love it. My grandfather taught me how to grow things. Tomorrow, I will do a short video, and I think I'll do just a short video on how to plant seedlings, tree seedlings. So tomorrow I'll be doing that. So if you want to watch, I create a little bit of thing. I created Bodhi tree friendly environment, so that way they can grow on their own. It's simple, and all the stuff that I use is I want to say recycled, but it's not. You'll see tomorrow. Like an example, I'll give you a preview. I have a pan, a small pan, right? A foil pan, one of those, and then I also use chopsticks. The disposable ones, not the nice ones. I don't use the nice ones. I use plastic wrap. I use a lot of different things, ladies and gentlemen, and I create an environment that is where the heat is outside, and over the umbrellas, there's a tropical like environment within that. And so I'm gonna make a video on that. I don't know if it's gonna take 3 minutes to do the video. I'm gonna have to do it a little bit longer, but I'm gonna show you, based on what I've done before, how to grow Bodhi trees from seedlings. And then from time to time, I'll give you an example. I'll share with you some of the things that I do. I'm also attempting to grow, and I will do the same thing. I'll probably do a quasi tropical weather like enclosure, and where I have my durian. I actually ate a durian. Check out my video. I love durian. You know what? I will eat the whole durian. The entire durian. But I save some of the seeds. I put them out in the sun so that way they can dry. And then what I did is I put them in a round pot, and I'll show you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that environment that I do for the Bodhi trees, for the durian, because I want to have durian whenever I want to, year round. I want to have some. I think we're planning to also probably just purchase a durian in Hawaii when we're last, and then we'll plant durian seeds, or I will plant durian seeds in our property in Hawaii. It's going to be amazing. And so you see why, if you really want to do something, just do it full heart, full focus, because you see me, I haven't stopped smiling. I haven't stopped doing things. I haven't stopped moving my arms around whenever I'm excited, but it's because of what I'm telling you. If it's worthwhile doing, do it with heart, full heart. It'll create motivation. It'll create a lot of things. It'll help you put into work, right? And it'll do a lot of different things. And so, again, that's today's message. If you think it's worthwhile doing, do it with full heart and focus. Break down the steps so that way you can do them easily. So that way you'll be able to follow up. So that way you'll be able to course correct if you have to course correct. I mean, and again, tomorrow I'm gonna do that video on how to get Bodhi seeds, right, into a container, into a biodome. I guess that's what you can call it. But it's a biodome using things from around the house. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Background Basics 99.95. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. Remember this: these videos, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna stop doing them. I have close to 1,000 videos, or between short and long. I have over 1,000 of them. I'm happy to do those. This is what I'm telling you. If they're worth doing, do it with heart and focus, and that'll drive you to where you want to get to your goals. I want to, if you're seeing me on Facebook, if you're seeing me for the first time, subscribe, like, right? Also, follow me on Facebook, because I'm going to do a lot of different things, both in reels and in shorts and in longer videos. But until next time, back on basics.